New Year's with the dog?
Tell us now.
I told you.
Yeah, you told me,
dog.
yeah.
I told you.
Tell us your.
So I don't remember much, but like we have these special area tickets to watch the fireworks in Sydney in the city. It's like huge New Year's Eve fireworks. It's like a million people come in and watch fireworks. There's a show at 9 and a show at midnight for the New Year's. By the 9 o'clock show, I was like wasted. So me and my mate were like, oh, let's like catch a cab back to Bondi, which is like a 15-minute cab ride, and we'll do the midnight fireworks in Bondi because there was house parties. Oh, good song. House parties everywhere. Anyway, on the way back, walking out of the city to get a cab, there was this like little guy that was like, oh, Tim, come party at our house. We've got like this apartment like party, follow me. And he had a bottle of vodka.
He's
that
like,
was
come
open.
wish me.
Yeah.
Please go to the dining
Philip.
Phil, you
Was
like
it just
forgetting?
Philip or Nick?
You've been called to the DR for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
DR.
DR.
Philip, they've been calling. This is like the third time they call you.
And he heard.
go.
And he
I know.
knew that.
It was right before the job. That's why.
Oh. Okay, so then I start drinking this vodka. All I remember is arriving at this apartment building. We caught the lift up. As soon as the lift doors opened into his like penthouse apartment, there was just people everywhere, and he was like, "Look where I brought Tim," and they were like, "Ah!" But I remember a security guard came out of nowhere and was like, "No, he's not allowed in here." To me, and I was like, "Oh, fine."
Why?
That's the last I remember. Like, we caught the lift back downstairs and hopped in a cab. I don't remember anything else. Woke up, right? And I was in my bed and I was like, oh,
How'd I get
last
here?
night. Walked out, went to the toilet, my dog's running around. One of my mates is on the couch. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Went to the toilet and pulled my boxer shorts down. And I was just like,
Oh, the fuck.
what is all that? And it was as if like mud was all through them. And I looked in the mirror, like at my bum. It's just like
Oh my god.
poo.
Shit your pants.
I'd shat myself all over myself, like all covered. Like it was just like
Was it on your carpet?
I didn't know what to do.
What was
Well, I was
it?
in my bathroom, so I kicked my boxer shorts
Like, it was
off
probably all over your
and
bed.
hopped in the shower.
Probably all over your bed.
No, I hopped in the shower, washed everything off, and then went back to my bed, and my bed was clean.
Yeah,
I was
right.
just in my boxer shorts. Anyway, I laid back down and went back to sleep, because that was probably about 9 a.m. Anyway, by midday, I woke up again, and I was like, oh god, this is the worst hangover ever. Went out into the lounge room, and was like, what the fuck? Meatloaf had grabbed my shoe boxes and tore them to shreds all through the lounge room. Shoe boxes all over the carpet, everywhere. Shoe boxes, him covered in shoe boxes. Going, and I was just like, this is a nightmare. Like the worst hangover I've ever had in my life. Poo boxes everywhere. My housemate is asleep on the couch. Me not knowing what to do. Like, where did I start? Poo everywhere. So I pick up all the pieces of boxer shorts, just throw them in the bin, get like a bucket of soapy water and a sponge, and I'm literally scrubbing
Cleaning
my
up
own
shit.
poo out of the carpet when my other housemate and his girlfriend are at the door and going, what are you doing? What's all this? And I was like, I have shat myself and it's everywhere. And this is 2016.
This is my life.
This is welcome
2016.
to the
Wait, this was this New
Happy
Year's.
New Year.
Wait, this was this New Year's.
No, sorry, last 2015. Yeah.
I was like, what the funniest story?
Worst. And I just
yeah.
went back to bed and just was just like.
Died.
Anyway, so then I woke up and the housemate that had gone out with me, I was like, what the fuck happened? And he's like,
Oh
we
my
went
god.
downstairs. We weren't allowed into that apartment. The security guard said no. So
Why?
we went downstairs and he said, you literally just vegetable, like literally just passed out. And he's like, I didn't know what to do.
Like you did in the hot tub the other
So
night.
hailed the cab and he chucked me in the cab, carried me upstairs, and then he said like he threw me down on my bed. And he went and slept in the other room. And he's like, he didn't know that I chat myself. Like, he was
Oh
like,
my God.
"Put your bed in the-"
The rest is
Anyway,
history.
about like a few months ago, just before I came here, it was around Christmas time, like January, I was walking my dog in the park and this guy comes up to me, he's like, oh, Tim, do you remember me? I was like, yeah, you're familiar. Sorry, like, I meet a lot of people. And he's like, New Year's Eve. He's like, you drank all my vodka. I was like, it's like, there was something else in that, wasn't there? He's like, oh, baby. And I was just like, you have no idea
The
how
night I
bad
had.
my night turned out after I drank that stupid
Did you
vodka.
tell him?
And anyway, I still had the vodka in my hand, and I'd put it in the freezer, because there was still about that much left, and it froze, it clouded over. Vodka doesn't do that.
No.
Yeah, so there was some other shit in it.
Some holy water or something like
Oh my
that.
god.
I think someone said fantasy? Is there a drug
Fantasy?
called fantasy?
What's the party? GHB? Is the
I
party-
don't know, maybe shit myself.
No, what's the one that's like,
I don't remember anything. I wasn't even awake for midnight. Like, literally had passed out before midnight. And then my dog had eaten my shit.
that might be one of the best stories I've heard like in a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I love
haven't
that story.
told many people, but you know, hello Canada, yes.
This is me.
It was
Yes,
last
yes,
year.
yes.
Last
This
year,
year's
new
New Year's
man.
Eve was a lot more.
I'm gonna tell other people that story. I'm gonna tell everyone I know actually.
That's really
It
funny.
was terrible. My dog had ripped apart shitty boxes that I left in the bar. I don't know why I left them in the bathroom, but when you're hungover, you're just not thinking.
Yeah.
He probably loved it too. He was like, yum yum yeah. Like bulldogs
You
would
would
like
have been
that.
like,
Oh, just loving it.
He's in the carpet.
Oh my god, your
And
own
I
shit.
will never forget looking up. I'm on my hands and knees scrubbing the carpet, and my other housemate and his girlfriend, who both of them were on Big Brother the year after me, just were looking at me going, what are you doing? Why is there? What is that? Is that? And they could smell it. It was so cute. I was just like, yes.
I'll be right back.
I have that in myself.
It's actually one of the best stories I think I've ever heard.
I must have just told Cass that.
You told me that a few weeks ago
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
in the kitchen.
A guy that I